How's it going, everyone? My name is Joe, and these are 10 really good TV shows you can watch instantly on Netflix. Let's begin with number 1, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Narcissistic friends Charlie, Mac, Dennis, and Dennis's sister Dee run Patty's Pub, a downtown Philadelphia Irish bar where everyone's judgmental behavior usually brings situations from uncomfortable to hysterically horrible. Now, if you've never seen this show, come on, go out and watch it. It's one of the funniest TV shows on television, it's really well written, and Hollywood's little angel Danny DeVito's in it. The next show on our list is WILFRED. When I first heard of WILFRED, I didn't really give it a chance. I assumed it was just going to be Frodo talking to a dog through each episode, but that's not the case. Each episode has a theme such as happiness, respect, acceptance, fear, and each episode really is hilarious. Right now, Netflix only has the first season, but I actually watched every single episode in season 1 in one day, so trust me, it's good. Give it a watch. Moving on, we have Kitchen Nightmares, starring Gordon Ramsay, yes, the famous chef. Years ago, I used to watch Hell's Kitchen, the show on Fox, which followed Gordon Ramsay having a reality competition where people had to cook in order to gain a restaurant in Las Vegas. That's kind of what I was expecting going to Kitchen Nightmares, but that is not the case, trust me. I think Kitchen Nightmares is one of the best reality shows ever. Pretty much it follows Gordon Ramsay, he goes into restaurants and he tries to fix people's broken restaurants that are going into bankruptcy and that are failing. If you like food, Gordon Ramsay, or a lot of cuss words, you are going to love this show. It has two versions. There's the US version and the British version. The US version is more produced, more higher quality, I would say, in terms of production, but the UK version actually has a lot of cuss words that are unbleeped, so I actually find that almost a little bit more funny, so give both a watch. Now, I'm a firm believer that almost all of you have heard of Doctor Who, but if you haven't watched it and you're just holding out to watch it, you don't think it's going to be good, trust me, it's a great show, give it a watch. Now, if you've never seen this show and you don't know where to begin, I strongly suggest starting at Season 5. That's with the most newest Dr. Matt Smith, and you're going to be the most up-to-date on the last 2 seasons. So watch the last 2 seasons, determine your decision whether you're going to keep on watching, which you will, and go back and watch the David Tennant or even the earlier episodes. Now, if you're asking yourself, what the heck is Doctor Who? It's pretty much the Doctor travels through time, fighting aliens and other foes, going through historical events, and pretty much just having a fun time while doing it. It's one of the longest running TV shows in all of history, so you know it's going to be good, so give it a watch. The next show on our list is Undeclared, created by Judd Apatow, the guy who made 40-Year-Old Virgin and Knocked Up. This show stars Jay Baruchel. He's freshly into college and he's living in a dorm, and it's about dorm life and, all the fun stuff that goes with college. There was only 1 season of this made way back in 2001, but trust me, you're going to see a lot of familiar faces in it, including Jason Segel, Seth Rogen, Fred Willard, and that's just, kind of hitting the top of it. Yes, this show can be cheesy at times, but trust me, this is a good kind of cheesy, and you're really going to like this show. Moving on to a little bit more famous of a show, we have Top Gear UK. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hey, I really don't care about cars. I like driving them, but other than that, I really could care less. Well, I'm the same way. I don't really care about cars, but I love this show. Top Gear is one of the biggest shows in the world. It has a US version, it has tons of other different countries' versions, but trust me, the UK version is the best. It's funny, it's awesome. Give it a watch. You're either gonna love or hate the next show on our list. We have Portlandia, starring Fred Armisen and Carrie Brownstein. Portlandia is a sketch show that pretty much just makes fun of the hipster culture, if you know what I'm talking about, in Portland, Oregon. It's really easy to get into. I strongly suggest you go out and just watch the first episode. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, and then let that be your decision. But regardless, give it a watch. Let's go back in time to the 60s and watch the first 4 seasons of The Twilight Zone. It's almost impossible to describe The Twilight Zone just because each episode's so unique and so different. This show's been around for over 50 years, and the messages of the show still play true today. And The Twilight Zone is one of the few shows that will actually make you think. So if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. Breaking Bad, a show about a high school chemistry teacher who finds out he has cancer and starts cooking crystal meth in order to pay his bills. I personally believe that Breaking Bad is the best show on television right now. It stars Bryan Cranston as Walter White, and it is about his journey to becoming one of the most famous drug cookers ever. Each episode is almost like a movie. Each episode in itself is something that's just, whoa. You're going to be blown away by this show if you've never watched it. So go out, watch the first episode, come back, and watch all the other episodes too. The final show on my list is Trailer Park Boys. This is the funniest show of all time. It is my favorite show of all time, and I believe it's the best show of all time. Trailer Park Boys is the only show that I've seen every episode of every season multiple times. It never gets old, and I never get tired of showing it to people that's never seen it. So trust me, to all these viewers, go out and watch it, please. It's my favorite, and it'll be your favorite too. That is it, guys. Those are 10 really good TV shows you can watch instantly on Netflix. My name is Joe. I make these kind of videos all the time, so if you're interested in movies or TV shows on Netflix, consider subscribing. And if you guys can think of any really good TV shows or movies that you want other people to watch, leave them in the comments. I read every single comment, so I'll definitely take it into mind when I make next week's video. And just because I know pretty much all of you are thinking about it, here are 5 other really great shows that I did not include on this list because I figured they didn't really need an explanation. But that is everything, guys. My name is Joe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.